So let's get into the thick of it, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Jasmine Crockett is dealing with somewhat of a controversy. That's because of the comments that she made about Governor Abbott. Let's go ahead and roll that not so beautiful bean footage. Check this out.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move on because I got other people this also hot in these streets. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Now, that comment wouldn't have been an issue if Governor Abbott wasn't in a wheelchair. And I don't know if everybody know, if you didn't know that, you probably know that now after this comment, right? So people are hearing this and they're saying like, that's ableism. You shouldn't make fun of someone's disability. Listen, I'm no fan of Governor Abbott, but my criticism here is instead of talking about these Hot Wheels, maybe talk about his policy. If you want to go after Governor Abbott, go after his policies. Go after his policies, how he made abortion rights even stricter for women in Texas. Go after that. Go after his hypocrisy about safe spaces for students, that he all of a sudden had no problem with safe spaces and actually made a statement wanting safe spaces for students during the pro-Palestinian protest and said that Jewish students should have a safe space. So he was totally fine with safe space. You see how this works? Totally fine with that for one group, but said was against it for other groups. Go after his policies. That's how you knock these politicians out. But when you start to go after their looks, their disability or whatever, that's when it becomes a problem and you're not staying on substance. Now, I understand that Jasmine Crockett has helped out the disabled community. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. That being said, that doesn't take away what she said. I just feel like there were so many other things that you could have attacked Governor Abbott for instead of that. And that was, you hit below the belt. You hit below the belt. Like that's my thing, you know? And I don't know, man. And I'm going to show you the hypocrisy though, because I did notice something. I noticed the hypocrisy around this particular issue. Now, she did issue a statement. She said here, and I don't know if I believe this, but I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by Black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among the most vulnerable. So there's a couple of things I want to say here before we get to the next part. Number one, I don't buy that. I think she was talking about his wheelchair. I really do. Just don't believe that. Number two, transferring migrants to communities led by Black mayors. Not all of them. Because migrants that were transferred, that Governor Abbott transferred to Boston, Boston's mayor isn't Black. And actually, they were sent to Martha's Vineyard, which has very few Black people. So it wasn't necessarily a Black mayor thing. Chicago, yes. New York, yes. But everybody thinks it was just Chicago, New York, and well, mainly just Chicago, New York, but it was also, there were other places too. Remember, all of these mayors testified in front of this hearing committee at Congress. So just remember that. But number one, I don't believe that's what she was talking about. Literally, the next line I said was that he's a hot mess, referencing his terrible policies. At no point did I mention or allude to his condition, which you did. So I'm even more appalled that the very people who unequivocally support Trump a man known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged. Now, to that point, I'll say this. That's the hypocrisy that I've been noticing. Because you see, let's pull it up here. Just for memories. Back in the day, when Donald Trump said this, let me see if I can. Here we go. I just want to take you back to what Donald Trump said back in the day when he was running for president 2016. This is the hypocrisy. Remember this?
Donald Trump facing new criticism for something he did on the campaign trail last night in South Carolina while defending his debunked claim that he saw thousands of Muslims celebrate the collapse of the Twin Towers here in New York. He appeared to mock a reporter with a disability. Take a look.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
Okay. Yeah, to that point, she's correct. There is a lot of hypocrisy. And as I said, the moment this story came out, I said, let me sit back and wait and see who is going to react and how they are going to react. Because here's the thing. Two things can be true at the same time. It can be true that when Trump was mocking that disabled reporter, he was wrong. It can also be true that Jasmine Crockett's Hot Wheels comment is also wrong. But what I noticed online is that some of the MAGA supporters were coming after Jasmine Crockett, but you ain't want to come after Donald Trump when he mocked a disabled reporter. I also noticed some of the Democrats are defending Jasmine Crockett and they're saying it's funny. I saw Democrats post pictures on Twitter of Governor Abbott in a little Hot Wheels car. Remember those little Hot Wheels cars that the boys play with? Making fun of them, saying it's funny. Keep trolling. But you didn't think it was funny when Trump made fun of the disabled reporter. And that's the problem with these two teams. That's the problem. People just end up backing their party even when they're wrong. And rarely, and I've said this before, rarely until now, until after the Chuck Schumer vote, rarely do you see a lot of people turn against their party. So I hope people are seeing that. Now, she was approached. Of course, Fox News was there. Listen to this.
I saw your comment explaining your comment calling Governor Abbott Hot Wheels. I put out a statement regarding that. You didn't apologize. I put out a statement. Why would I apologize when I put out a statement? My statement was clear. But you didn't apologize for calling him Governor Hot Wheels when he gets around in a wheelchair. I don't know how that's offensive. I don't understand. You have a disability. Need me to repeat this to you. Right, but why won't you apologize? I put out a statement. They didn't have an apology. So read my statement. I did read it. It didn't have an apology. Okay, well, I'm done. You don't feel bad about making fun of someone who is in a wheelchair? Calling her Governor Hot Wheels?
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know if she's going to live this one down. But the thing is, it's not a good look. It really isn't. I think a lot of people don't know this too, that Governor Abbott, he wasn't, born that way. There was an accident. I think he was hit by a tree or something like that. That's why he's in that wheelchair. But the reality is, come on, like, Jasmine Crockett knows if that comment would have been made by Marjorie Taylor Greene, and let's say Marjorie Taylor Greene made that comment towards a Democrat politician who's in a wheelchair, Jasmine would have had something to say. So you see, it happens on both sides. Now, here's what I don't agree with. Now it seems like there's a call to censure Jasmine Crockett. Breaking, a resolution has been filed to censure Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett over her deriding Governor Greg Abbott's disability. It was filed by Representative Randy Weber. And here is that. I'm not going to read all of this, but you guys get the gist. Here is that resolution here. And it just says that Representative Jasmine Crockett be censured. She will have to present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. And the censure will be public reading of this resolution. So I am not in favor of the censuring. I've never liked it. I've never agreed with it. I didn't agree when they were trying to censure Rashida Tlaib. I don't agree with it. I think it's ridiculous. And honestly, I think that needs to stop. Now you got to take it to this other level, right? Like everybody got to be censured. Al Green is censured. They censured Rashida Tlaib. And then what makes it crazy is that whenever they vote to censure a Democrat, there's other Democrats that vote along with the Republicans to censure said Democrat. Like it's crazy. So I don't agree with that. Skylar has a point. Censures used to be rare. Now it's about to be a daily occurrence until the election. Yeah, like everybody's getting censured now. Like every time you turn around, it just keeps popping up. This person is going to be censured. This person is going to be censured. So I find it to be annoying. Really do. So again, I disagree with the comment that Jasmine Crockett made. Again, this is the beauty about not being a part of either one of these parties. I'm not going to sit up here and defend her. I know some people are because they're Democrats and they just want her to look good. That is not who I am. So the thing is, I don't agree with what she said. I don't believe her comment there that she was talking about the trains and the buses. I think she was talking about him. And then 2, I also don't agree with the hypocrisy that is being displayed from people on social media, that all of a sudden it's, let me come after you because you mocked a disability, but you defended it when Trump did it. Not in favor of that either. I'm also not in favor of another person being censured. I think the censure thing is getting ridiculous. You can add that along with the impeachments. Every time, let's file articles of impeachment, censure this person, censure that person. It makes our government look chaotic, which I think it really is. And it makes it look like our government is a mess. And it's one of those things is like, we know our government is crazy. We know our government is chaotic, but we don't need everybody else knowing that right now. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's like everybody has that one crazy uncle or that one crazy aunt. And it's like, you know, that Uncle Terry is crazy. And you know, you and your family, you guys can call them crazy, but you don't want everybody else knowing that. It's a similar situation, right? I feel like Congress and the White House over the past couple of years has turned into, Congress has turned into the Real Housewives of Congress. That is really how I feel. It's just a reality show. I feel like it's a shit show. Remember back in the day when you didn't see this stuff and you didn't hear about these crazy ass things that people were doing and all this kind of stuff? Not to say we can't have transparency. We do want transparency, but some of it is just getting ridiculous. Like, I feel like 15, 20 years ago, you would have never seen this beef between Marjorie Taylor Greene and AOC or Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jasmine Crockett. You wouldn't have seen that, but that's what you see now. It's really the Real Housewives of Congress. And honestly, it's fucking embarrassing. Other people, other countries are laughing at us. Like, I don't know if people realize this. Other countries are laughing at us. You Americans, you don't even want to give your people health care. You spend too much time fighting and watching Real Housewives of Congress. And people just look at us and they see like, you guys can't get anything done. Are they wrong? Let's go to some of the comments here in the chat, guys. Thank you, the Feral Unicorn. A lot of evangelical churches have prison outreach programs and encourage pen pal type relationships. Okay. Maybe that's how she met him. Thank you, New York Varsity. The joke was cute and Abbott has thick skin and as a Texan can take it. The real loser here is the Human Rights Campaign who hosted this. They are supposed to be standing up for the marginalized. Bad. Oof. Thank you, Gamble. Her lace front is a disabled hot mess, truly. I'll tell you guys about the lace fronts another time, but I'm just, hold on. I'll get to that. Thank you, New York Varsity. Extreme MAGA people have an issue But Texans, question mark, they are going to make a Hot Wheels t-shirt off of this. Interesting. Zeneb said what she did was wrong and shitty, but these reps are the biggest hypocrites on the planet. MTG, give me a damn break. And thank you, Feral Unicorn. The issue is defending the use of ableist language. It is dehumanizing. The disabled community is already at the bottom of the intersectionality barrel. Words matter when the words are people. Yeah, about the lace fronts, man. Can you guys, can I ask a question? Why everybody got fake eyelashes, everybody got lace fronts, everybody got fake booties? Like, why is it like now everybody wants to walk around like a blow up doll? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I think, and I will say this to the whims, okay, to the women, you are all beautiful the way that you are. You really don't need all this. You don't. And I think a lot of times, even some of the dudes, in the chat will probably tell you, you actually look better the way that you are. You look better naturally, right? Like, I don't understand it. It's really weird. And that's why I say Real Housewives of Congress, because I remember the very first season of Real Housewives was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And back then, everybody looked normal. Everybody looked like their self. And as the years went by, everybody got these big ass fake eyelashes. I'm like, I can't see your eye. I can't see your eye. Big fake eyelashes. Everybody got all the big lace fronts. So-and-so got a new booty. So-and-so got new boobs. Like, I just like, it's just, everybody's so fake. I just don't get it. So my message to women out there is like, dude, like, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Because after you start getting all those things done, after a while, it makes you look older than you already are. All that plastic surgery and all this stuff, it actually makes you look older. And when you see them take all that stuff off, it's like you're losing 5 or 10 years, right? Just be yourself. I don't get it. I don't get all this stuff, man. Now, I do understand there are some reasons that people have different conditions. Like some people have like alopecia, or people are suffering from cancer and they've lost their hair. And I understand that. And I'm not here to say people can't wear lace fronts or wigs, but it just seemed like to me now everybody looked the same. Like, I can't turn on one reality show without seeing duck lips, fake booty, BBL booties, whatever, these big eyelashes that are about to fly off your eyes, and the big hair. I just don't, like, everybody look the same. It's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school. Maybe I'm getting older. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. I don't like it, man. By the way, and here's another tip. And the guys, and I'm not saying you're going to go have a one night stand, but the thing is this, at some point it's going to come off. And so when someone meet you, that's what they see. And when you go to bed, it's like they're going to see a different person. So I don't know. Just be yourself. Oh my God. Oh, I should have explained that. I'm sorry. A lace front is a wig that doesn't look as much like your typical wigs. And it's called a lace front because the way that it's created, it has like a built-in scalp. So you just, you pull your hair back and you put it on your head and it looks like it's your scalp. And people will take the glue and they'll glue down the sides of the lace and they'll just like brush down the little baby hairs. And it's supposed to, the really expensive ones, it's supposed to look like it's your hair. But like I said, a lot of people like have them now. So it's like everybody kind of know they're not that way no more. Like everybody kind of know it's not your hair now. But anywho, something that Eric wanted to share with you guys. Eric wrote, this is called The Distraction Game, 11 Demands. And I thought this was a really good point that Eric has here. Bernie and AOC on their anti-oligarchy tour, acting like they do not 100% support a party owned by corporate oligarchy. Trump's crew planning the next round of war crime bombings in a chat room. Jasmine Crockett, the supposed next progressive hero, acting like a political opponent's disabilities is fair game. Masked ICE agents rounding up dissidents. What do all of these things have in common? What is the goal? The goal is to distract us from the core problem. MCDS, money corruption demands solutions. There are a small number of people, the top 0.1%, pulling the strings of our political puppet theater, distracting us from having clear demands. Controlling the narrative is crucial to keeping their corrupt system going. So what do we do about it? We discuss the stories and then always finish with MCDS and 11 demands. Fix big money in politics and government, healthcare for all, a minimum standard of living for everyone, end the wars, respond to the climate emergency, racial and criminal justice reform, reject censorship, immigration reform, an election system we can trust, revamp taxation and funding, and democratize the enterprise. Use these demands and solutions that flow from them to crack our biggest challenge. Inspire millions of people into a mass movement that gets into the streets and does not let up until the demands are met. And you can also see the 11 demand strategy broken down if you go to 11demands.org. Thank you so much for that, Eric. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.